Hi Lee.
Hey Rick, you alright mate?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, good.
Thanks for coming on the podcast.
Absolute pleasure mate, no problem.
I was about to kind of get started on like management and looking after people and stuff like that.
Right.
And I thought that as we were just having a conversation, I thought I'm going to stop it and record it because I think people will find it quite interesting. It took me a while to. Obviously, we'll get into what you do and stuff. So people, it'll make sense. Just about how part of everyone's role is. I know your role. You probably do a lot of sales and you deal with a lot of customers, but you have a team that you look after, and that's important. I think just looking after them, like you're saying. Yeah. Some of them might be having a bit of a hard time. Some of them might be fine, but it's just realising that balance and kind of when to push people, when not to push people, and stuff like that.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Do you find that with your team? Do you?
I think it's an interesting one, isn't it? I think leadership is something. I don't think you can make a leader. I think it's part of somebody's DNA. Yeah. And there's no right or wrong. And a lot of leadership, as with any other job, you're learning on the job. Yeah. Being a parent, being a friend. Yeah. But when you're responsible for paying people's mortgages and putting food on people's table, it's a massive responsibility, and that pressure can be quite overwhelming at times, especially when you care and you love these people. Yeah. My people have been with me for a long time. Yeah. And I take it deadly serious that that they've been entrusted me. Yeah. To sort of protect and look after and pay for their bills and look after the family. So I'm obsessed with watching leaders. I've watching like your great leaders like Mourinho, Ferguson's my favourite, Bobby Robson. Yeah. Bill Belichick, is it, from the New England Patriots? Sports that I don't even really am associated with. Yeah. But there's always common, themes between that these great leaders have, I feel. Yeah. So and it's learning when to shout, when to talk, when to whisper, put your arm on someone, when to give someone a kick up the arse. Yeah. We're all human beings, aren't we? All react in different ways, I guess, Rick.
Yeah, definitely. Because you've always got a fair bit to say. we talk a lot.
We talk a lot.
I have a lot to say.
I
can't talk about a fucking podcast. You know what I mean? So, I'm like every day. I'm learning with my team and just kind of when to just kind of take a step back and just kind of let them. Yeah. And go.
How many have you got working for?
It depends. I have kind of my team at Skins is like 3 to 6 people. There's kind of like upwards management, downwards management, and then a lot of cooperation because what they're trying to build at Skins and Needles and the other businesses that Salvin has is generally like good, hard-working people that will kind of could probably survive on their own without a boss. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so
I guess what Salvin wanted to do ideally was surround himself with similar style people, so people that have that inherent drive and they get rewarded for it. But if you all kind of come together as a team, as you know, if we all work together, then the product, the business, whatever it is, will get better.
Absolutely,
and
I think
be a better product.
I think the key thing for that was with Salvin. We've got a great business model, and I know Matty's a great lad, and I'm really proud of it and pleased for how well he's doing. To be fair, as with a lot of the lads locally who are doing good, and have worked their way up. Remember Matty being a hairdresser, a barber at trimming shops, and he's worked his way up, and I think that there's a lot of integrity and honour in that. Yeah. I think that gets a lot of respect off people, certainly me for doing that. Yeah. As well as other people who've got good businesses who are friends of mine. But I think the key thing there is the self-employed, all the majority of guys. Yeah. Is that right? Yeah. All man are. Right. I think that's a key thing. Yeah. Because you go into work and you know you've got to earn money, you've got to be on the ball. Yeah. When you get paid, we call it at work, right? Have you seen the picture before? We call it a blue chair. Me and all my team at work. Do you know what that means? No. It's maybe a phrase that we've just sort of come up with in our office, but basically there's a picture of a donkey tied to a little plastic blue chair. Right. And it says the one thing holding you back in life is your mentality. Yeah. Because the donkey obviously could just walk away and drag that chair with him. But he believes because he's tied so he can't move. Right, okay. And 9 to 5s and your security, and that does that to you, doesn't it? You end up falling in. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You fall in line, there's nothing wrong with it at all. My mum worked all her life, fruit shop cleaner. Yeah. And I'm so grateful. It's given me great work ethic and sort of I'm grateful for everything she's done for me. But I think when you've got self-employed people around you, you've all got it takes a special person to be self-employed. You've got to be hungry, you've got to be at it, and you know every second counts. Yeah. Because if you're not at it, you're not earning money. You haven't got an hourly rate. You've not got a security blanket of a check at the end of the month. Yeah. So you've got to make it work. And I think Matty's a very astute businessman. Where he surrounds himself with self-employed people. You've all got a common goal then, don't you? And you're all like support each other and get at.
And everyone, and also you will help yourself, but you'll benefit everyone around you as well.
Definitely.
I think that's important.
Definitely, yeah.
Even if it's just through behaviours. Yeah. So I think work ethic is a big thing if you're self-employed. Absolutely. If you don't have a work ethic, then you can't. But I think what comes with salary sometimes is complacency. Yeah. So people it becomes easy to kind of sit back and, like you say, just collect your paycheck. And there's a lot of people out there doing it, and that's fine. But
absolutely fine. Yeah.
One thing over the past couple of years, just kind of figuring out where I am in the world, what I'm going to do. Yeah. You know, I'm kind of always looking forward and looking at opportunities.
Yeah, I know about you.
And stuff, and just kind of one thing that gets me is there's just so much we can achieve so much as human beings.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? There's so much out there, and I just think.
Yeah,
you just keep striving for more.
So I think with the blue chair thing, I'm sorry to go on about that, but it's something that's just stuck with us in our team. We're constantly saying that's your blue chair. That one of my guys at the minute who's a very good mate of mine. He's at a crossroads. Does he quit? He's worked with me for a long time. He does his part time with me. He can earn a good salary with his job. He's 9 to 5. He's got 3 kids, mortgage, really good wife, bills to pay. So he needs that security to have a basic wage and check at the end of the month.
Yeah.
But in some ways, that can be your blue chair and the thing that stops you going after what you want, because you can't commit to doing something that you really love and something you really want to do, like you doing this, or like someone's in a band part-time, or whatever it is. You can't give it 40 hours, 50, 60 hours a week because you're tied to a desk, you're doing your other job because you have to have that security. So in some ways you need that to keep. But it's actually holding you back from doing what you want to do. And God knows what you'd be capable of if you put that many hours. I mean, we spend more time at work than you do at home with your family. So you certainly spend more time at work than doing what your passion is and what you really want to do. It took me a long time. I'm 36, I'm 37 this year, and it took me a long time to find something I loved. And something I was really passionate about doing. And I maybe failed at other things in life. I was always just went with things, and because I wasn't passionate about it, it wasn't really what I loved doing. Do you know what I mean? And if you can really, I don't know, light a fire because it's what you love, I think you get that extra % out of people who go a bit further. The thought for me, not much for me, but for my kids. And again, in no way on earth, I'm from the middle of West Lane. I'm the most straight down to earth lad you'll ever meet in your life. We've had nothing. So anything I have, I've worked hard for, you know. I'm not explaining it.
So what you want.
So I've worked hard for, you know. So my kids, I think, I'm scared for them. I don't want them to go to a traffic jam at work and then work out. I want them to get out and not be like me. I'm very. I'm a brother, so I don't like leaving when I'm older. I want them to travel the world. I want to see things, try new things, try different jobs, and just do what you love. And you know what? The money and all that will just come afterwards. Do you know what I mean?
You can make money whenever, to a point. You know,
just do what makes you happy. If you're passionate about something, and it's for do it. Like just do what makes you happy. Like you're only here for a short time, aren't you? You know. And I think if you're really good at what you do, then the money and the sort of the rewards just follow naturally.
It will come.
You look at I seen Jamie's been on the podcast recently. Great lad, clearly excellent at what he does. Does he think he's training full time now?
So Jamie, full time jiu-jitsu coach and strength and conditioning. So he does.
I bet he was brilliant at it as well.
I've
never trained with Jamie. I don't train at all. But if I did train with Jamie, I bet it would be absolutely brilliant. Because when you're passionate about something and it is what you want to do, you excel, and then the rewards just come afterwards. Do you know? And so you're taking that chance to go and do it. That's the step that you need to do.
Of course. And I think even speaking to Jamie about, because I said to him, he's got a very good eye for detail. Jamie.
Jamie's a top lad.
And he said, I think that comes from when he started personal training, which comes from this. And I've found that I end up doing things for, you know, it's almost like the path that you end up on. I couldn't predict that by now I'd be doing podcasts.
What did you want to do as a kid?
I wanted to be, as a young kid, I wanted to be a footballer.
Did you? Who did you support?
I supported Man U when I was dead little. And then... I missed the trials of my first year in school because I was just 11 and I didn't know what fucking day it was, you know what I mean? And I started skateboarding just to kind of pass the time till the next year came around. And through skateboarding I found music and I just fell in love with music. I started playing the drums and then, so as kind of like 12 upwards, I just wanted to be a musician. But I ended up kind of through being passionate about music, being a musician, and I still play drums quite a lot. I ended up touring with bands, and then I found that I really enjoyed touring. So I had to figure out why I wanted to go on tour with. I could get on tour with bands. If I wasn't necessarily in the band, I still wanted to go on tour because it was a really fun experience. So I picked up a video camera and I started kind of making behind the scenes stuff. And, you know, roll on however many years, now I'm doing that for jiu-jitsu companies, for Polaris. And it's all kind of come round about. But if I hadn't have started skateboarding, I wouldn't have collected them skills, you know what I mean?
It's a journey, innit?
There's a lot of people, I think, out there that might listen to this even, and, you know, I'll listen to any kind of motivational thing and think, oh, well, it's easy to say that because you've found something you love.
No, I get that,
But I don't think you find it without giving, you've got to give one thing a go, because the path that it leads you on, you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay. So I get what you're saying. So I want to be a footballer as a kid. Yeah. The mad thing about it is I'm obsessive with everything I do. I don't think I've ever been great at anything. Right. But I'm just very competitive and obsessive at everything I do. So football was the thing. Now, for me growing up, over the West Lane, as like, during the 80s and 90s, the boys played football and that was it. There was when you look at lads doing BJJ and lads who are doing music now, and there's so much room for creativity and that, you know, self-expression.
There's a lot more.
Now. There is, isn't there? Which I think's great. It wasn't then. You just played football and that was it. I don't ever even like football. I don't even watch it. I do not even watch it. But I was an alright player. I was fast. I was athletic. I was very competitive. So you just fall into playing football, but really, looking back, I think I used to make myself sick with anxiety, you know, before I get, just wanting to impress my mates, and my parents and my bigger cousins, and you know what I mean, just desperate to sort of impress and make a name for myself and excel. And that competitiveness I got from sports. Don't get me wrong, football's been brilliant for me. So all my best mates who I'm still friends with now, from being little, which I think is a sign of it always tells you a lot about a lad, I think. Me personally. I met through football. Whether it be kick about or play football with or against them or something like that. And definitely skills I've learned from playing football. Character traits, how competitive I am, have definitely pushed me to where I am and the job that I'm doing now, and helped me within that. Definitely. I mean, like, when I left school, I went to Hull. I did a YT there, which is the best years of your life. You don't know at the time, but definitely the best years of your life. Just,
what's a YT?
Like, because it was being an apprenticeship now.
Okay, right.
So I left school and I got paid 42 quid a week for Hull City. They went in the Premiership then. They were like for the lower league. But it didn't matter. It was just a great crack. I was playing with a bunch of lads down there. Met loads of really close mates who I'm still in contact through social media now. And just brilliant times. You don't realise that, and it goes like that at the time. Lads playing football now, honestly, the time will go so quickly. But the friends I've met from football, and even building up my business selling insurance, has all been from football, going to see lads for football, sign them up for injury cover, and then they develop and you do more life insurance. And football's, as well, although I didn't really ever enjoy it, and I don't even watch the thing no more, it's definitely put me on the right path. And for the majority of my adult life, kept me out of trouble. When I stopped playing football, I went well off the rails completely. And then sort of this job pulled me back on a little bit. But it was selling insurance to football lads again, so it's sort of been like a...
It's a similar thing to music with me, and you know, music has always been good to me. Just in, you know, I wouldn't be doing the podcast here for a start. This is 10 Feet Tall, is where I got one of my first kind of jobs, and I just always, I end up talking about music sometimes on the podcast because sometimes that's my frame of reference, you know what I mean? So I had this experience. I've done a lot.
We do that to always adults. So when I was speaking to people, it's mad at work. The lads all take the piss out of me in the office. I'm constantly with, is it an analogy? I'm always saying, so imagine a scenario, and I say, we're playing football, they're bigger than us, and I always relate. You go back to what you can relate and you can explain, because what we understand, don't we? We revert to type as human beings, I feel. And so I'm constantly doing the same thing. It's my point of reference constantly. But I think that's a good thing, though, because ultimately, so we're back to leadership again. Great leaders, so you see like with Ferguson, for example. I'm obsessed with him. I read his books, I watch his videos on YouTube, I sit and and he's how he adapted throughout the years. You know, he wasn't a footballer. He managed a full cooperation. The use of bringing players through, the development of human beings. Getting the best out of people, putting an arm around people, giving a kick up the arse, getting rid of the dead wood when they need to go. Even big names, and just being ruthless and powerful, and having that control to be able to do it, and the bravery to make them decisions for the bigger club. It's a corporation. It's like a billion pound corporation, and
biggest football club in the world, I dare say.
Absolutely, And so I understand why you use that as a sport or music as point of reference, because it is relevant to business and work, and it is, and people can understand it on that level. I feel
it's funny. I remember being a kid and being right into footy, and I had I still picture now. I had the Man United like goalkeeper outfit 'cause I thought it was mint.
Which one?
It was blue. Sharp was the sponsor.
With the black things all over it.
It had like loads of mad colours on it. It was proper 90s. Yeah. I think I was like 8 or 9 when it came out, and obviously Ferguson being in charge then, and then kind of getting away from football, and just through some of my friends are still big football fans, and just kind of through pub chat, I was like, Alex Ferguson's still, I know he's not anymore, but I thought, I was like, he's still managing Man United, and they were like, and he's still smashing it, and I thought, well, fucking hell, because...
He actually got better and better as he got older.
Yeah.
Just that competitive edge. So you think he come in and United were a dead sleeping giant. You had some great players there. There was a big alcohol culture there. And to sort of get them ahead of Liverpool, which really were the most dominant force in British football, and European at one point during the 80s, to overturn that after not winning the title for them for 26 years. I'm not a United fan, so I wouldn't know the details.
Yeah.
And then to make United just so consistently great, year in, year out, and then the consistent familiar themes, scoring last-minute goals, last-minute winners, getting called lucky by. That's not luck.
Yeah.
That's straight to
typical Man United.
That's straight to his personality. Never give in, go to the end, keep going. And every year getting a new Arsenal Wenger coming over with new fitness regimes and he adapted. Got a new team, and he could overcome then, did the same with Mourinho, and he kept on going right at the end, being able to adapt. He wasn't just a hairdryer and shouting at people.
No.
His ability to adapt to new challenges and reinvent the team and himself constantly. Yeah. Probably doesn't get the credit what he does deserve, and to do it for that longevity, he must have
that's crazy. That's the craziest thing, I think,
what I mean?
To stick with, especially now with how quickly managers get just hired and fired. I don't think managers in football, I mean, again, I'm not going to dive too far into football because I don't know that much about it, but like managers kind of come and go every 6 months. I get the impression. So to last that long in that high pressure environment, because it is a very high pressure environment,
biggest
is
especially in England where it's the number one sport, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the number one sport.
It's mad. I mean, even look at Middlesbrough, and I've got a lot of love for kind of Middlesbrough FC and the people that support them, because it brings a lot to the town. Bars are busier. It kind of benefits everyone when Middlesbrough do well.
It does. We were on about this the other day. So with our group at work, you get league tables. So again, it's a competitiveness. Back to football, we want to be the best. So from little old Middlesbrough, from 3 years ago to standing start, obviously our aim is to be top of the UK on selling life insurance, critical illness, and them type of products. How do we get, and how do we even compete with teams in London where a pound's worth a lot more money there? Yeah. So it's hard to sort of, do you know what I mean, compete with these people. With businesses that are, even some of the local businesses that have been passed down generationally. Yeah. Do you know, I can't think of any local businesses where but either way. Yeah, wherever they are, they've got, the dads have passed it to them, it's a generational type of business. And how do we get to where we are and start competing and overtake these companies from a standing start just 3 years ago? I genuinely got a theory on this one, and it's how so many local people from Middlesbrough excel in what they do. Yeah. I just think we get very special people from Middlesbrough. Yeah. We've got an advantage over everybody else outside of Middlesbrough. Yeah. And never say die attitude. Yeah. We never know when we're beaten. I think we've got more crack and we're funny than other people. Yeah. To be honest with you, there's a common theme, isn't there? Yeah. If you go on holiday and you meet other lads, Borough lads always come out and they're the loudest and they have the most banter and the crack and they're the centre of attention. Yeah. You can probably imagine how you're on it, can you know? Yeah. And I genuinely feel that we've got an advantage over everybody else in business and in life, being from Middlesbrough, because I just think we're very unique, special people. Yeah. And you can say that the Borough fans, how they're going. Yeah. Some of the pictures I was seeing, like from 10 years ago, I think, well, it was just over 10 years ago, when Borough were in Europe. Mm-hmm. That support was phenomenal. You don't get that anywhere else. Yeah. So passionate, just frightening. Yeah. The weekend, Stockton versus, was it Mask in the Vars? Some some good mates of mine playing. Yeah. Support there, and it was like
for Stockton,
North Pole weather. You're thinking that's like phenomenal. This is a very special area, just full of really, really special people. Yeah. And that's why we shouldn't compete in certain businesses, do you know what I mean, in certain industries, but we do, because of who we are as people, I feel, and I think we just got an advantage over everyone else who's not from Middlesbrough. Yeah. Just don't get us. Yeah. There's something unique about Teessiders. Yeah.
I think it's it is a bit of a special place, and
I think place.
Carly, it's Carly's fact this, but she'd been to some business thing, and Carly, Tea House Carly.
Great girl, yeah.
And she'd found out that Teesside is the most entrepreneurial place in the
really?
country. Yeah. So there's more people just fucking giving it a go in Borough
than anywhere else in the country. That doesn't surprise me. But I think there's a disservice on Teesside we've discussed this before.
Yeah.
I think proper, like Salvin, for example, Tony, Pride and Glory. The lads over at SMI, they don't get SMIH, they don't get any plaudits for what they're doing in the area, for what they're bringing. For Jamie, what he's doing there, the shows these people put. Tony's brought, how many people he's brought to the area? Superstars.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Never get a thing, because I think there's a bit of a clique mentality in the business industry in Middlesbrough.
Yeah.
Massive clique environment. If you're not part of some network club and you're not going along to have a little croissant in a cafe and a latte and you've fallen in line and it's not a generational business and you didn't go to university, and do you know what I mean? You see them all in the coffees, and I just think you feel like an outsider at times.
Yeah.
You know, breaking in, you're trying to break in and get yourself. And at the point, I just think, then crack on with it, where I just doing our own thing. And just feel like a bit of a rebels, you know, against the machine type of thing. That is this business clique in Middlesbrough. Yeah. It's hard, like, you know, to... Some of these people have had businesses generationally passed down. They've had better educations than me. They're better schooled, they're better trained, they're more better prepared for us, you know, running businesses and running teams. And I just don't think certain... If you're not within that clique, it feels like a real outsider, and you don't know real support, you know. Yeah. Some of the guys should have some massive... What Salvin's done there is amazing. Yeah. No real publicity about it, does it? Yeah. There's no one makes a big deal of it and says, "God, look at this guy, what he's done, it's amazing." Yeah. It's been the biggest tattoo shop in North East, surely.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, easy, yeah.
But I've never seen nothing like that. Yeah. There's nothing ever saying, "God, look at this guy, one of us. Look what he's done. Look what Tony, all the plays he's bringing, all the superstars he's bringing to the area first." What? Nothing. Never hear a thing about it. Yeah. For these nonsense sportsmen, what they're called? Gazette Business of the Year. It's the same people going up every year. Yeah. So-and-so's done this. He's telling, no, you're not. It's your dad's business he's been given. He didn't turn it into anything. So-and-so, he's won this award because he's businessman of the year. No, he's not. He obviously has done well with this business, but it's the same people just regurgitating the same awards and sponsoring the same awards and passing to each other. Yeah. And then that clique just... It riles me, as you can probably see, to be honest with you. Because I think there's other lads out there who are doing great without any help or without any big pot of money to go and help them and support them. By the way, it's not their fault. Yeah, Fair play to them. I wish I had a big pot of money and someone in school that makes it and do under that decision, do this, and we were getting. But there's other businesses out there that you don't get the credit they deserve, in my opinion. Yeah. And they don't get the support, and we should be really saying to people who've started from there and worked their way up without any support or guidance or pot of money, you know what, actually, you're the real success, so you deserve a big pat on the back, you. Yeah. And there's some great success stories of proper T-siders there who've had no help. Some lads who run car garages there. Yeah. Done unbelievably well. Hard work and salt of the earth, lads who've worked for 20, 30 years. Yeah. Still get up at 5 in the morning. Yeah. You can name them all now straight away, and they're just great people. Yeah. Nothing, never hear a thing about them. Yeah.
I mean, I know, like, we did some work with a company before called J Photographers, who've just opened their second branch in Leeds. Yeah. And, you know, just built a business model basically out of nothing. Yeah. Good for them. And now at a point where they've got a very nice office which can't be cheap, you know, like in Leeds, and they've just branched out the second one, and they're just a case in point of that exact thing. But I think what kind of differentiates those people sometimes is the people that you might potentially be referring to get very stuck in Middlesbrough, and we all love Middlesbrough and we all want to see it do well, but the rest of us kind of know that it's not the be all and end all. Big fish, small pond.
I get what you're saying. So some people come to us now, Rick, and they'll say, like, for some services, oh, but it's Leah, they just turn up. It's Leah, but I was going to sell them this service. I'm like, no. I approached you 4, 5, 6 years ago and I was completely out of my luck. Yeah. Going from being homeless. Yeah. And I had nothing, completely on the street. Yeah. A lot of it through my own fault, by the way, being an idiot, making bad decisions, hanging about with bad people and being a bad person, just making the wrong choices in life. Yeah. Trying to rebuild myself. You wouldn't even have to take my phone call and listen to me about letting me do your life insurance for you. Because you go to some, what's it called, some club in Yarm, where they all wear Bermuda shorts and pina coladas, some network club, which is fine, that's great. But now obviously bespoke to, can we come along, I'd like to sell you this. No, I don't work like that, mate. Yeah. I look after my own, so if I work with you guys on the social media, absolutely, I'd like to do your cover, and you'll always get my business, and I like to look after your own. That's a T-side trait. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. You look after your own, you do business with your own people who are there for you, and you work with each other and pass business with each other. But yeah, the T-side business clique, to me, for anyone just starting out, we're only 3 years in, it can be very daunting and intimidating, but you don't need to be part of that clique to be successful. Yeah. There's a lot of people out there we've just named, mates of mine, and people who I don't know, making a massive success.
Who've just got their head down and
just got on with it. They don't need to be part of that group, they don't need to be one of the boho buildings, you don't have to go to some grew up in Yarm and wear Bermuda shorts and sunglasses at these network clubs that they go to, and you don't need that, but it can be a bit a bit overpowering, a bit like intimidating, really at times. Yeah, definitely, yeah, because you're looking in and think, God, these people are, but then you get to think, no, they're just normal people. Yeah, they've done well for themselves. Good, and you know what? I'm really pleased and good for them. Yeah. But it's not the be-all and end-all being part of this club and being part of these groups. You can still look at everyone else doing well. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I think there can be a bit of a dangerous mentality that I really don't like of people kind of, a little bit of like sniggering behind the mates' backs. You know what I mean? So even, I mean, I'm putting yourself out there anyway. So whether you're starting a business, whether you're starting a podcast, whether you're starting a band, whatever it is, whether you're going to make a film, just kind of like saying that and going out there, I think people are a bit shy of doing it sometimes. Yeah, because they think, everyone's just going to think I'm stupid. Yeah.
So that comes, me and you've spoken before, I believe in law of attraction. Yeah. So I believe a lot of people, I'll say things in our industry. Yeah. And I'm very vocal. There's a company in Manchester, and I've said since day one, we'll catch them, we'll beat them. Yeah. But then again, so I've just been about that little click, the T-side click. I have a proper estate mentality, and it's to my detriment at times in life. But on the same token, it does create us against them siege mentality. Yeah. So I think I've got my group of people. They think that the world's against us. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? They think the full world's against us. Everyone's out to get us. We don't get a fair crack of the whip. Yeah. I absolutely play on that, by the way. By the way, I believe it as well. Yeah. I do believe the world's against us. We don't get a fair crack of the whip. We're not. People don't believe in us, and I really play on that because I do believe it. But I've said since day one about so law of attraction's a massive part of my life. I genuinely believe what you verbalise and what your thoughts are, that's what you will attract to your life. Yeah. So when you're in, when you keep things in your brain, you believe in something, but you don't go out there and say, what? Oh no, let's use a business for podcast. I believe this podcast, but you've had this vision and you want to do it for a long time. Yeah. It takes a while to get the bravery to go out there and do it and have that confidence to go and do it. Yeah, do you know what I mean? But if you say what's in your mind and the ideas you've got and just go for it and where you think your vision will be for this business, it will happen, I feel. Yeah. What you verbalise will materialise. And I don't want to sound like a hippie. I'm certainly not trying to convince and brainwash anyone. But it's happened so many times in my life, good and bad. The worry and the anxiety I get. Bad decisions I've made. Right, man.
Yeah.
You all right? I'm drinking.
Yeah, fine. No, I'm all right, man.
Bad decisions I've made where I've said, if I surround myself with bad people, made bad choices, not being fair and good with people, it haunts me. That comes back to haunt you back. What you put out, you get back. Yeah. Good things I've done when I've helped someone, I've said, you know what, I believe that we will do this as a group, or I think this will happen. They do happen. Yeah. Good and bad. Yeah. Positively and negatively, whatever you think and you verbalise will happen. But when you keep it locked in there, it will never ever materialise, I don't feel. I'm a massive believer in law of attraction, mate. Yeah. A million %.
The longer I've been on this earth and the more I've thought about it, I'm inclined to agree with you.
Did you read The Secret?
No. I know the premise. So one of the lads at Reggie at the tattoo shops read it and told me all about it.
In with the good music? Yeah. Yeah. Right, I got my arms off Dave, who's bells and tunes.
He's got a really keen ear for music. He'd be a musician if he wasn't a tattoo artist.
100%.
Yeah. I don't think he's a good DJ as well, actually.
Is he? That wouldn't surprise me, but his music was brilliant when I was in there.
Yeah. Very much. Even down to really small things that impacts people in a positive way. Yeah. That, I mean, I'm not going to pick an example because I don't paint myself to be a saint, but the more I've thought about it, I've perhaps done little things and little favours for people that I thought, fucking hell, that's going to make a big difference for them. That'll make them really happy. And without, it's hard to say you don't do it for like good things to come back to you.
Well, you do it, and we all do something. It's just natural to do something and think, what you put out, you get back. The biggest example for me, Rick, it completely changed my. I'm very, very open about saying this. Yeah. Conor McGregor changed my life completely. Yeah. And it sounds really cheesy. I'm not about shouting. I don't want to go into one of my rival insurance companies' business owners' face and start shouting, "I'm gonna kill you in 13 seconds." Because that's not realistic to my industry. Yeah. But I do believe his mentality, that siege mentality of, and it's getting into Irish thing, very similar to Eastsiders.
I was going to say
small country, small town, world against us, fight in town, working class, very similar to us. I totally watch him, and watching him, what he's achieved. When looking at it, there's guys seem to be a lot higher skilled than him. I'm not an expert, I'm just a big fan, I love watching. Mentally, he's bulletproof, isn't he? Yeah. And that mentality, watching him and what he's achieved and how positive he is, he says he's going to do something, he just goes and do it. That's not a coincidence. If you look through history, when you get characters like that, they're creating the law of attraction. There's too many very successful people in all different types of life and industries, sport and stuff, like him, who say, I'm going to do this, and it happens. That's not a coincidence. What you put out, you're creating that to happen. I genuinely, wholeheartedly believe it, and I push it upon my team, my friends in the company. I push it out there constantly. I try and live my life like I've got an affirmation list I read at night for personal things that I want to happen in my life. Okay. And I put it out there and they happen. Yeah. I've done, like I said, I ain't no saint. I've made bad decisions as a friend, as a business owner, as a parent, sadly, and you know, as a partner and stuff. And then things come back and haunt you back. Yeah. They do. What you put out, you get back. Yeah. I genuinely, I think that's how life is. Yeah. And I want my kids to live their life where they're doing good deeds for people and they're having back. Yeah. And we always do something, hoping that we get something good back to us. Yeah. That's just human nature. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. That's why you go to work expecting a wage. Yeah. If you put something out, you get something back. That's just life. That's human nature.
You give and take, innit?
Of course it is, yeah. So I'm at that, for me, watching him was a massive turning point in my life. Yeah. See, even now still, I'll get in the bath, right? So I sound really sad this, I'm a proper creature of it. So I get in the bath, I have my candle on the windowsill. I turn it and I'll watch the same Conor McGregor video. I'll be in the bath for half an hour just watching Conor McGregor videos. I get up in the morning, 4 o'clock. Right. First thing I do, I'll read my affirmations list, as we all do, check emails, phone calls. I mean, it was me email me in the middle of the night, but I still check them all. Straight away, Conor McGregor videos, motivational videos, law of attraction videos, and I just listen. And in some ways, it's like a course of propaganda I'm putting myself through. Yeah. You know what, make myself feel positive and up for the day and all that. Am I hurting anyone by doing it? Even if people say that's a load of shit, like, that's fine. But am I hurting anyone by believing that? It's trying to make me feel better about myself and trying to make me do good things and try and improve who I am and put wrongs right in my life and try and, do you know what I mean? Give myself and my family a better future. And
I think it's important. I mean, you know, we've all had days where you wake up and you just go, oh, fuck me, what's the point? You know, like,
absolutely you do.
Like, I can't.
What do you do in that?
Me. Yeah. Well, every morning I have to take my dogs for a walk.
Right, that's nice.
I've got two big dogs, so I've got a ground and the German Shepherd cross with the ground route. If I don't walk them, they terrorise my house, you know what I mean? So every day, so I get one walk my dogs, and sometimes it's just doing that.
Do you toast them when you're out?
No.
Don't you?
Podcasts. I mean, I talk to them, I guide them. I listen to all sorts. I listen to a lot of Joe Rogan. I listen to this guy I've started listening to called the Filmmakers Podcast. Right. A friend of mine's a screenwriter. His first film's coming out in like a month or so. It's for Teesside Lads.
What's it called?
Cool as fuck. Johnny Grant.
Really? Is that what you want on here?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't watched any of it intentionally. I said to you I want to watch Jamie. So I think Jamie's a great lad. I haven't been able to watch him because I made myself nervous that night. Yeah. Sounds really stupid being here now because it's just having a bit of crack. But I haven't watched any of them, but I will do.
Yeah. No, that's a good one. That and what someone said to me about it, that filmmaking, you know, we're very much of the mentality that if we put ourselves forward, we could probably achieve whatever we wanted to achieve.
We can definitely.
Yeah, but 100%. Filmmaking seems like it's on the fucking moon. Yeah. So for him to do that for me, and I find him very inspirational. He told me about 5 or 6 years ago. He said, I've written a script. Do you want to read it and can you talk to me about it? Yeah. And just to watch him get from that point, he still lives in Teesside. He's always been a borough lad. To getting a film made is fantastic.
Why don't we hear about? So back to that clip then. So why isn't something the Gazette going, look at this local lad? Yeah. Do you know what he's done?
I turned around.
I think that's nonsense. You're like pushing this kid, you know, push him. Sorry to call him a kid. It's just a term.
No, it's alright.
Let's push this lad forward. Let's support him as a town. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I turned around to him and I said, "What? I mean, it's early days. The film doesn't have the distribution deal and stuff yet, but it will." I kind of said, what's your plans for Teesside? And he said, I don't know yet. And I was like, right, I'm going to push I'll do your PR for you. I'll get in touch with the Gazette. So it's an unreal story, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an amazing story. I think, look at James Arthur then, right? Yeah. Right, he's a Wrecker lad, so not a proper borough lad, but he's the Teessiders. Yeah. No offence to anybody from Wrecker. This is what I'm trying to watch him, to it from Wrecker. Yeah. But he's a Teessider. Yeah. He won the X Factor. Nothing really is there about him. No. To me, he should be a local hero. Yeah. Stewie Townend. We're playing the UEFA Cup final for Borough. Yeah. And all he does is get criticism and slag. What a great lad. Yeah. What he's done? He's a sister. He went and played for nothing. It's like we can't push our own people. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's mad, I find it fascinating. Yeah. But some of the stories from this town, some of the people, like the boxers like John Pierce and some lads, the boxers we've had from this town are just some of the sports people Some of the things that get achieved. Stewie Myers, I had Stewie in on Monday. Do you know Stewie?
Don't think so.
Got a great business, right?
I know the name, but
I'll put you in touch with Stewie. You'll really like him.
Yeah.
What a proper, fantastic person, right?
Yeah.
Stewie Myers was born with no arms.
Right. I know you mean. Salvin knows him, doesn't he?
Just say.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I contacted Stewie on Facebook. We just started talking.
Yeah.
He come and did a motivational speak for my team on Monday.
Right. Okay.
He blew the socks off us.
Yeah, I bet he did.
Better than any motivation I've ever seen, but better than any Tony Robbins or any nonsense like that, because it's just real, and he's one of us. And he won an award recently off, is it Theo Immo does the... I'm out, what's it called, that programme?
I don't know. Don't watch much
Dragon's
telly.
Den, I don't either, but Dragon's Den.
Yeah.
He won an award of him for one of the best businesses or up-and-coming business.
All right, okay.
Haven't seen it anywhere?
Yeah, well, I've never fucking heard of it, and I'm in that
to
world,
me,
you know
it's just, fucking, I want my kids to meet him, I want to listen to his story.
Yeah.
And his slogan was, have a go.
Yeah.
But you know, I was like, he was a fascinating person. He left it, and whatever hairs I've got left in the back of my neck was stood up, and I was like, I want to go. One of our own people? Nothing.
Mad, innit?
But why can't we celebrate that?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why can't I think they're poor, mate. I don't like push it. We should be on the front saying one of us. Look what he's done. James Arthur won the X Factor. Then he got demons that I've suffered from. Your alcohol and the drugs, and he had a rough time with depression and stuff. James Arthur. Yeah. He's built his way back up, and to get where he is again, one of our own. Yeah. I never see any positivity about it. To me, he should be a local. He's a local hero. I feel. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know the kid, by the way. I'm not trying to champion him. Yeah.
Well,
but we should really celebrate his success. Have you?
Yeah. Like? Back in the day. Yeah, nice lad. Quite quiet. Yeah.
Is it? Good singer, isn't he?
Yeah, class. And I mean, small community, but me and a couple of the lads, when it was the final, we went to the pub and watched it and that, because we were like fucking... I mean, I hadn't spoken to him for a couple of years by that point. Yeah. But, and again, just that demonised thing, I mean... Yeah, that can bring you down as well. That can make you, when you're saying like what you do in the morning, stuff like things like that can get to you and just go, oh, no one gives a fuck anyway. But
you need a pattern. So you're walking the dogs is a really positive habit. Yeah. It's about creating good and positive habits. Yeah. Bad habits for me end up with me doing bad things that are not healthy for me. Yeah. Bad habits creep in. Drinking's a bad thing for me. It's something I really struggle with over the course of my life, and it's caused bad things in my life. Yeah. I don't sit in a park bench with a bottle of, but you don't need to have an issue. No, it can. But it causes me to make bad decisions and hurt people close to me, which I have done with my behaviour and decisions, and something that makes me extremely, really shamed and sad, really, you know. But you've got to create good habits to counteract that. Yeah. So I'm a very addictive personality, so my addiction is work. Yeah. I'll go in, I'll be the first in, I'll be the last out, and I'll put all my addictions into that. So your morning patterns, I would encourage my children or those who work with me to say, look, get up nice and early, get up before anyone else. Exercise. Not that I do any exercise, I should do, but I read my affirmations. I'll watch positive things. I don't watch EastEnders. I'll watch a Conor McGregor motivational video. Because that's what tickles my fancy, mate. It's not for everyone, I get that's fine. But I don't think I'm going to get anything out of life by watching Ken Barlow and Coronation Street. I just no disrespect. Do you know what I mean? That probably people do. I can't watch stuff like that because they always say you out, you eat, don't they? Yeah. So why would you feed your brain? So if you're sitting watching negative stuff on EastEnders and Crossroads and Brookside or whatever's on, then you're going to feel so negative. If you listen to depressing music, and you eat depressing food, it all builds up to who you are and what you've been. Do you know what I mean? But on the flip side, if you're positive and you do positive things and you go for exercise a lot, you listen to interesting things, positive upbeat music, surely it's common sense that you're going to be a positive person and you're going to be... Does that make sense? That's what I...
One of the things that I wanted to kind of get back to again was... it's alright. When we were saying about mornings and when I feel shit, and even sometimes I want dogs and I still feel like shit, but I think achieving one thing will just get me going. So even if I just make a decision, or if I just go, if it's as simple as texting somebody and going, do you fancy coming on the podcast? Just like making progress. It can be making the fucking bed, you know what I mean? Just anything. So and I mean, it kind of caught me a couple of weeks ago, and my other half kind of said like something's not right, and I went, oh shit, I was like, I need to I just need to change like one tiny thing, and then you get momentum, and you end up with a day like I've had today. I have not fucking stopped today, and I love it. You know what I mean? I've done the podcast this morning for Mike for his Teesside business thing. I've beaten jiu-jitsu. I've beaten the gym. I've fucking done countless videos. Done a video for a dentist. You know what I mean? And I love that. And then I thought, and what actually ends up happening is it gets to 7 o'clock and I know we're doing a podcast and I'm fucking buzzing.
Yeah, I get that, yeah.
Whereas if I just sat around all day, imagine like what my energy would have been like at 7 o'clock today, sitting down with you. I'd be sat like this. Yeah. I'd be like, fucking, I've just eaten Mars bars all day, you know what I mean?
So I feel like, I get what you're saying there. So about creating a good habit for me, very old school me. Yeah. I aren't the sharpest tool in the box. I don't profess to be. I never went to university. I wasn't the brightest at school. Nothing. The subject matters bored me. Yeah. But I do simple things that work for me, and our habit for our team works as well. So for me, it's just the link about having a pattern, good habits, and saying what you're going to do and going and doing it. So I get up and I read my list, my affirmation list. So an affirmation list, for those who wouldn't know, is basically just what you want in your life. Okay. I want to achieve this today. I want this relationship with my children. I want this relationship with my partner. Okay. I'm going to do it this today with my girlfriend or my partner or my boy, whatever it is.
I want this car, this house, this, whatever it is.
So list down what your tasks are for that day. Yeah. So I would list down on a day, and I have a highlighter pen. That sounds really stupid. No, it doesn't. But I'll say I'll get in the office. And the first thing I do in the morning, would send a text out, a WhatsApp group we have with our group. Yeah. Good morning, everyone. How are you all doing? Have a great day today. Don't forget, we've got team training at 10 o'clock. Highlight through. It sounds really silly, but that little highlight through, that's one achievement on my list. Yeah. Mentally, that's a big tick. I've achieved something. What's next on my list? Bang. Because my brain, I aren't the cleverest. I need a list to work through and a format to work through. And achieving things is a very nice accomplishment. Yeah, but again, it goes back, and it sounds silly being, about visualization, law of attraction, saying you're going to do something and doing it. Accomplish next. But actually, if you didn't have that list there, and you're verbalising and write it down, you probably just, sometimes you get a work done, you think, it's 3 o'clock, I haven't done a thing. Yeah. I need that list to say, right, that's my jobs today, that's what I'm going to achieve. Yeah. I verbalise, I write it down, and I just work my way through. Job done, job done, job done. It's a nice feeling at the end of the day. Yeah. Like you've had today, if you had a list, I bet you'd all be highlighted now, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, and I did have a list. Yeah. Do you list? I've lists on my laptop, so with everything, because otherwise I get lost. I've got so much going on, I can't fucking keep up. Yeah. And but it feels mint. I delete them. Do you? So I feel fucking mint. I go.
Do you delete yours off? See, I think, right, I know you're a tech man, our minds work differently. Try a highlighter, but it's a really good feeling. People go, highlighter, God, you're not I am from the 80s. I know we're not in the 80s, but to me, putting a highlighter is just and looking at it and go, yeah, that's good. And the ones that I like, they go on my list for tomorrow. Yeah. That creates some of my list for tomorrow, and I just push over constantly. Yeah. It sounds really stupid.
Definitely, yeah.
Everyone in our office now, they come in, they get their highlighter pen, and they're working through, and you see everyone working away. It's a good habit,
it's so important, though. And then the fact that you're instilling that in your team, I'm surprised you're not fucking working in New York, mate. Like, there's so much small-minded, negative business, and just people doing shit that I'm like, how have you got that far? Just the fact that you saying there, sorry, pointing at you, I probably pointed at you there. It felt quite rude. That you said that you WhatsApped kind of everyone on the morning, just saying like, good morning, hope you have a good, like, that's important, that, and people don't realise that the amount of impact that is. Yeah. I've always liked to think I've been quite a nice, polite person, because I think,
are, definitely.
Thank you. It obviously sometimes I guess it just comes out now, but I had to practice it, I guess, for a while, because for being like young, like teenager, like I maybe walk around with a bit of like a frown and like a storm cloud on my face, and but all it takes is, if I go to Tesco, and our lass, she's lovely. Obviously I love it a bit, but if you perhaps have a negative interaction with someone, say I buy some sweets from Tesco, and the person's a bit of a dick behind the counter, she'll perhaps go, "Oh, he's a fucking asshole, isn't he?" Yeah. I'll be like too nice then. Good. And I just think, you don't. Well, obviously I've just made up this example, but sometimes you don't know what a person's going through. You don't. So they might be having a bit of a fucking shit time. Correct. Yeah. But even if they are, or sometimes they're just an asshole. Which tends from having a bit of a bad time a long time ago, usually. Yeah. And it's just kind of bred into like horrible bad habits, so they might not be very nice to people. But if all it takes is a smile and a thank you very much, you can fucking change that person's day. Absolutely. And that person can then be a little bit nicer to someone else. Absolutely, yeah. Then that person might be a little bit nicer to someone else. And we're all a little bit nicer, you know what I mean?
So again, what you put out, you get back. Yeah. It sounds really simple where you live your life and put out. And listen, by the way, I ain't got the answers to all of it. Certain parts of my life are an absolute mess because of my own bad decisions and wrongdoings, which are very painful and hard for me to,
I ain't perfect, you know what I mean?
We're human beings, aren't we? Yeah. But then basic life skills and basic being polite, good morning, how are you? It's the first thing we say, and our group, I'm so proud of my group of people.
Yeah.
They don't get the credit they deserve for what they're doing for the town, what they're doing for their families. It's a disgrace, really, that they're not given the plaudits for what they're doing for our area. To put Teesside on the map nationally and compete with these big companies and big businesses from London and from Manchester, £1 million institutions, and we're really just going at them fearlessly, really. A bunch of people, some of them were scaffolders and teachers and welders and
the
stuff.
class you're lot.
Yeah, really nice people.
I think they're wicked, and
Thank
you
I
can tell.
appreciate that.
Obviously, I've been in your office and met them all and stuff, but every time we go in, everyone says hello. Everyone's dead nice.
Yeah.
And you can just tell that you kind of like cohesive. That you all enjoy being there. You all work hard, obviously. But even Michelle, who was like,
Michelle's the best.
Yeah,
she's the glue that holds everything together.
Yeah,
which
is an important role, and you have to be obviously very. You know, it's business at the end of the day, so you have to be quite straightforward and down. But she's always incredibly nice. She knows what she wants. Yeah. And it just feels like a nice little very community
nice,
of people.
It's really nice. But it's little things. So our WhatsApp group, it's filled with positivity. We won't have any negativity on there.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. As a business, we get things wrong. Yeah. And we say that. But we've made bad decisions. We'll make more bad decisions. We'll get things wrong. But we're trying our best. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And the same in life as well. Yeah. So the little thing to say, good morning everyone, and everyone just goes, good morning, it's nice. Yeah. We post when one of the guys makes a sale, they put it on there, just advise the family, just done the life protection, cover them, we've got young kids, so I was really pleased with what I did. Well done mate, that's really good news, good for you. Yeah. And everyone says, well done, well done, well done, well done. You know? Yeah. And then the next thing you say is, thank you. When you show gratitude, you're welcoming more back into your life, do you know what I mean? It's a nice trait to say. Okay, to say thank you and show gratitude for what you've had and what people are saying to you. Yeah. You're welcoming more good things in. Yeah. So, yeah, like little simple good manners, you know, that type of trait. But I think that's come... I've found, personally, I've got a proper, like, poshes in me, to my detriment at times as well. Yeah. So a lot of lads we've mentioned just naturally saying, oh, they've got given the business. That sticks for me. Because I ain't going to be given nothing. Yeah, go and get it. Sim's on all my team. We're going to get everything. And we're like going after all these big guns and fearlessly getting the faces. Bit McGregorish, like, you know. We'll beat you. And we will. Because we've verbalised it. It's our group goal, along with our individual. It's a collective goal that we want to achieve that. Yeah. We want to do well for our families and our careers, and we want to put Teesside. We've all got the same goal, and it's very clear. Yeah. But the posh people, lads who I know, like lads who, right, I'm probably a bit controversial, right? Lads who drink in yam and stuff like that. I think like the little daddy's boys. I think they're rude and a bit arrogant and obnoxious. Yeah. I can't relate to them. I don't have no mates like that. Yeah. My mates, the lads off these days, lads who we've just mentioned. Yeah. They're my pals. I like nice people. Yeah. And I feel certain people, they're a bit up themselves and do you know what I mean? They're not like me. And certain people out the area, I can only really relate and connect. As a whole, there are exceptions, of course. There always are in life. Yeah. With people who are like-minded, you know, and who are polite back, and they're usually people off these states and proper D-siders and that type of thing.
So it's like that kind of like salt of the earth mentality.
Certain people who go like, you're a pretentious bar or my bear, I think, oh, it's just not me. It just turns, I find it pretty comical, like, you know. And
I get to that point.
Lads who put the pictures of the cars on Facebook, I think, fuck, get a grip. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's not me. I prefer like a woman who's constantly putting pictures on her kids. Good for you. Yeah, that's a nice thing to do. Do you know what I mean? That's really nice. Good for you. Yeah. New aftershave, new watch. Oh, fuck off. Yeah. What do you need to put on there for? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'll probably stick myself in because I'll probably see my screenshots of me and stuff. But like, that's me. I've got a proper poshes and we're certain types of people, and they've got a proper. You can't offer them nothing until they know you. And then, but you see it though, you know, when your business starts growing, the shift in people's mentality is absolute madness. Now, I'm probably, for someone who owns a financial business like mine, I'm probably the opposite of what you'd expect. Yeah. I talk common, from the rough end. All my mates are rough lads and whatever else, but I am who I am. I'm not going to change. Yeah. I'll try and improve and get a better person. Yeah. I constantly try and do that. I sort of fail a lot of the time as well. I make bad choices, I've said. Yeah. But I'm probably the opposite of what you should be. You know what I mean? As a person. You know what I mean? You probably look at me and go, he owns a you wouldn't believe that. But when people go, he owns a sport, all right, hey Lee, all right, and you think, no. Like I said, the lad who's got to try to sort me something recently. He wouldn't even take my phone call for a year ago. Yeah. I'm not going to speak to you now. Yeah. Do you know? Yeah. Because I believe that that type of people just knock me sick. I can't, like, they're not for me. Yeah. They're not for me. and I can picture them all now. I could probably name 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah.
They'll drink in the arm. You see the way they're dressed, they'll put pictures of the car, and they're full of shit. I just can't be asked for type of person.
That's full of shit.
Do you know what I mean? They're just not for me. And I think ultimately, though, when you look past it, my poshism, I've got a thing against them, and I get a bit like when you take a step and you can't. It's actually them who's insecure.
Yeah,
they're insecure, exactly, and they're doing all these things because they're not happy with who they are. They're not comfortable with who they are. Yeah. They're trying to find their way. Do you know what I mean?
I think if you take, I mean, we get on obviously.
Yeah.
Of kind of similar mentality. I've always had a bit of an underdog mentality, which I think is important growth. You know what I mean? I've always kind of felt that people may perhaps think, oh, he's not much copy, and I almost enjoy it because I'm like, I'm going to fucking prove you wrong, I'm going to take you off. But
I love that. Yeah. That's a Borough thing.
Yeah, definitely. So I think the point I was going to make, sorry, was if you strip back everything I've got, everything.
Yeah.
I still know who I am. I still know what I can bring to the table.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if I've got a fucking £10,000 watch on my wrist, or if I've got a £1 watch from the pound shop. I don't give a shit. I'm comfortable in who I am and what I can deliver and my outlook on life. I think it's the same for you. I think if you struck back everything you had, then you still be very comfortable with who you are, and you still know, and you have that faith in yourself to kind of get yourself back to a point.
Yeah, I agree with that. I do appreciate it as well, but you know what? I agree with you, but you would be surprised because we've met from a business point of view and become friends. Yeah. But from a business point of view, you look at it and go, he's 1,000,000% assured of himself. He knows where he's going. He knows what he wants to do. But the balance act of my personal life at times can be like that. Yeah. And people personally, family, I've let down. Yeah. And I've made bad choices. And I haven't been the best partner. Yeah. I haven't, and I'm really disgraced and ashamed to say that. I am at times being the best father in the world I could be. But I'm a good father. I love my children with all my heart and might. But, you know, the balancing act for me hasn't been perfect. Yeah. Pretty humbling and not a nice thing to say and talk about, but it's just being real. But I get what you're saying. Yeah. And you're right. But
I think
finding myself and who I actually am and being true, it's
But took a long time. That's a lifelong thing. I think people like you and I will maybe get to 75 and go, I'm still improving. Yeah. I think the point I guess I was making about the kind of yarn lot.
I get what you're saying.
That's what labeling.
I am what I am.
If you strip back if you strip back all their toys, they've got fuck all. They can't cope. They create their identity based on the possessions, which isn't a real person.
Yeah, definitely.
It's building a house on sand. There's no foundation.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. But then it'll be house paid for while I'm on the tell as well, so they won't be care either way. Yeah. And they'll probably listen to this and go, what's he? Who cares about him? He's just a bald idiot from the West Lane. And they'd be right to say that, and that's fine. But that's just me. I've got a poshism, and I do use it and I use it to motivate myself. Yeah. And I go a bit too far at times. Like I say, I can make people around me, my team and stuff, at times be a bit uncomfortable with my how confrontational I am with it now. It's just my competitive edge, and I just want to succeed so bad for my family and for the team and for the area. I feel like at times, right, sounds really cheesy, so I'll probably get tortured for this, but I feel at times like what we're doing, like sort of flying the flag, for us, for lads off this day, for normal people, and we're going up against these people who've been given businesses and there's 100 grand so go and start your own, but no, like start from nothing as lot. Yeah, and we're grafting like mad. And we're flying the flag in. We don't need that. We don't put us on the Gazette. Don't put us in your picture, and don't do a like what they're called, a month of review. No, like don't the Gazette. I'm gonna do an interview with me. We'd never had nothing like that. Yeah, we don't need. At the point now, we don't need it. I don't actually want it now. Just let us be. We'll prove you wrong. That mentality, that underdog mentality. I think it's a big part of who we are as Teesside, and something that I definitely has motivated me in life and moulded, our company. Yeah. It's something that I really instill in my team as well, and they're all the same.
And that, like we were kind of talking about earlier, that'll probably spread, and if they put that work ethic into their children, into just being passionate about stuff, you know what I mean? It's nice to kind of like leave that legacy and leave some like a positive impact. I think we've all done bad shit, we've all done negative things, and if we can kind of reverse a bit of that and actually.
I shouldn't be, mate. Like some things I've done and some of the situations I got myself in. Yeah. My story, my journey from going left school, was fortunate to play football. Yeah. Fell out with football, played local football. Again, great days for playing for Billingham St Donia. Yeah. It was the club I actually support. Right, okay. Borough secondary for me.
Yeah, I'm from Billingham, so
St Donia, the club I support. I'm a Sinners lad. Yeah. And Borough secondary to me. a close second, by the way. I love the Borough, but since they're my
club.
Yeah. So played there. I worked in a warehouse for 10 years. I'd never sold a thing in my life.
Yeah.
I worked at Magnet Warehouse Kitchens.
I know what you mean, yeah.
Minimum wage, rotating 3-hour shifts, but it was a job, and all I ever knew, I was programmed, that's just a job.
Yeah.
You know, and I was lucky to have that job. I was very great. It taught me some great skills for life as well.
Yeah.
And I met some good friends there. And I had to provide for my daughter.
Yeah.
But I never really fulfilled, you know. And then I just fell into insurance. By the time I fell into insurance, mate, I remember going on the training course.
Yeah.
With 20 quid to last me a week on the training course in a hotel in New York. I had one shirt for the full week. I used to wash it in the bathtub.
Did you?
Yeah, because I had one shirt for the full week to wear for a full week. And I'm on this training course in the middle of York with all these people who, I've got 20 years experience doing sales. I used to work at Mercedes. I've done this. I'm going to achieve this. And I'm thinking, I'm lost here.
Yeah. I
was about 30. To be honest with you, Rick, it was a bit of a crossroads for me then again. You always come to a series of crossroads.
Yeah.
It was that crossroad for me at that time, to be honest with you. It was either take the option and opt out, as sad as it is to say, and absolutely I'd contemplated just going, you know what, I'm done. I think people have had enough of Lee.
Yeah.
The bullshit, the bluster, the ambition, the big dreams, the never achieve. Do you know what I mean? I think people just had enough, and maybe it's just time I just take the easy option and go. It sounds really sad saying it, but that's a gene I've got in me, and I had to make this work.
Yeah.
I had to make insurance work for me.
Yeah.
I had to, because I haven't got rich parents. I haven't got a degree to fall back on. I don't even have a trade.
Yeah.
I did my rigging course.
Yeah.
I went and did my rigging course, but I was lost completely.
Yeah.
I did the subject matter. My best pals are riggers, you know.
Yeah.
Fair play to them. Them lads who go and work offshore and that. They deserve medals, the proper heroes.
Yeah.
Spend 6 months' life in the middle of the sea.
Yes.
Good money, by the way. Yeah, fair play.
Yeah.
But to do that for the family,
Hard work, innit?
They're proper men, mate. They're men who I look up to and respect. Good for them. Proper, you know what I mean? I just didn't, you know, obviously I do. I worked in the warehouse for 10 years. I was a proper grafter there, you know.
Yeah.
But this opportunity, I had nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
I'd failed everything. I was in a bad place mentally.
Yeah.
Honey's mum had gone and left. I was at nowhere to go. I had to make this work myself.
Yeah.
And what we were saying earlier, sometimes when your back's against the wall, that's when you perform best.
Yeah.
And I had to make this work, and that's where this industry sort of changed and saved my life, really, mate. And I'm so grateful for it. So grateful. And that's why I'm so determined to make a mark and leave her.
Yeah.
Leave my stamp on it and put our, you know, some stories our team are amazing, like, you know.
Yeah.
Did you didn't get our awards, did you?
No, we'll come to the next one, though, definitely.
You will become the next one, mate. Good crack, like bespoke Oscars. It was a vision. Again, everything starts off as a vision. About it. Yeah. Remember we spoke? So that every great event or invention or whatever it is, always starts up with someone's idea or vision. And when they verbalise, materialise, it develops and gets bigger. This podcast, that award. So, I don't know. The iPhone was an idea in Jobs' head at one. Steve Jobs' head at one point, wasn't it?
Of course.
He talks about it. He probably got mocked and mimicked. I'll never have that.
Yeah.
And you could go and then you do it with the end product. And it always starts up there. That event there, we had it at the Juries in Middlesbrough. So proud.
It looked class. I've seen the pictures and that.
Thanks, you appreciate that. Yeah. Proper nice moment. The lads, the winners, lads and lasses, got their own X Factor winner stories videos. And
Yeah.
Never showed them.
No, I'll watch them now.
Brilliant, mate. And you're watching them, and we got them to bring the parents and the partners, and you're watching it. They're all doing up the Dickie Wars on. Some of these guys were like, never done another job, some of them. Some of them have come off a scaffolding site, some of them are teachers. Yeah. Some are welders, some are care home assistants, some have worked a bit. All different walks of life and all just come together in this thing. And you see them going up to the carpet in front of the family and friends and the colleagues and getting an award and saying, well done. Yeah. What a nice moment there. Yeah. What a nice thing to do. Yeah. And it was just, it was a nice night. And you know what? Next year it'll be even bigger. Yeah. And we'll build on this now. It'll grow and they're growing as people. And it's nice to watch them like achieve goals and watch them develop as people and grow on. It's nice, isn't it? It is nice, mate. Got some really, it's nice what you said. The cracking people on Mallow.
I guess we'll maybe end on this as well. Is so what I've found doing this podcast, before I started it, I just kind of started it as a bit of an experiment, and how it's ended up is I'm fascinated by people, what makes them tick, especially successful people and their stories and how they got from where they were to where they are. Carly in the tea house, my friend who's a screenwriter. There's tons of people out there. It's nice. What would you say was, so going from being in York on your training course, you've got one shirt, 20 quid in your pocket, you're washing your shirt in the bath, you're at a crossroads. What would you say was the kind of if there was one thing that kind of got you from there to where you are now, which is successful businessman, what do you think got you there? where it could be a mentality or just do you think it's your positive outlook?
I don't think I'm the greatest salesperson in the world.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not the best businessman in the world.
Yeah.
And I'll continue to make mistakes on both. It's just my competitive drive, really, and desire to do well for my children, for my family, my partner, and now for my team around me, and obviously now it develops and that grows, doesn't it? Now for the area, just my competitive spirit, and my burrowness, if you like, that's my biggest skill, and that's really what drives me and really brings out the best in me. Yeah, it takes others to feel us. We've had nothing given to us. The world's against us. We're constantly mocked and put down, and that. I guess that's the competition and the sort of the T side of me has been my biggest drive, my biggest skill, and what's really pushed me on. Nice. And we're nowhere near where we're going to be. By the way, we've got an end goal where we're going to be as a group. From a business point of view, we're talking here. From a business point of view, we're nowhere near. We're going to be the #1 financial service team in the UK. I'm very open about saying that. People laugh and mock, but we'll get there. No doubt in my mind, I can see it now, and I want to see all my guys achieve their individual goals and give their families. As I want to give my family, I want to settle family, kids, home, wife, I want all them things, of course. And I want to do that, and we'll all achieve that together with our families, and all achieve our individual goals, make the area proud, make our families proud, and put the area on the map within our industry, And we're doing that, and it's something I'm very, very proud of, But we're a million miles away where we're going to be.
Amazing.
But went the long way around that. The competitive drive is what gets me.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Nice. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming on.
Oh, mate, absolute pleasure. Thanks for having me. I really, really appreciate it. And I wish you all the best with it. I really do. What's your best podcast?
What do you mean that I listen to?
Favourite one,
done so far, or probably what that I listen to? Yeah. Rogan.
Yeah, I like Rogan. So, see, my favourite one. Right, so all these people go home and have good habits, right? Really strange this. I'm not a big reader, so people go, I've read The Secret, and I've read The Magic, and I think people spend too much time reading me. But that's just the estate mentality of me. So my guys, some people I know, not my guys, all they do is read. I'm thinking, when you're reading, get to fucking work. Reading, but I'm going to read this tonight, and they're looking for a magic formula in a book. It's not there. It isn't there. Once you've read one book, to be honest, right, I'll probably get shut down again here, me being with a big mouth, but you read The Secret, that's every motivational book you ever need to read, because they're all basically the same thing. Be a good person, have a drive, work harder than everyone else, you'll achieve this, anything's possible. It's basically the same theme in every book from every motivational speaker. Just which one tickles your fancy. The guys who read every night, they're not hurting no one, they're trying to develop themselves. I think that's great. But God, you're not going to get a magic formula, and the magic formula is say what you're going to do and just work as hard as you possibly can and go and do it. You spend that much time, I feel, to see people reading. Harley, and make a note. I'm going to read The Magic. I'm going to do this book next. Someone's got a new book. I'm going to get that. I made some great.
Get addicted to
it. Go fucking work. Do you know what I mean? Go to work. So on the night times, Margaret, I listen to Carl Pilkington on the night. It's the only thing that makes me go. I don't sleep. I have about 2 hours a night. My brain's. But the only thing that will get me to sleep is put my headset in, go back, do my affirmations, pray for my kids, my family, wish for good things to come in, lay back. And the only thing that will get me to sleep was listening to Carl Pilkington. So that's my favourite podcast. Mad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good though.
Do you like
I'll listen to it. I've listened to the old Ricky Gervais shows. It fucking tickled me. But now
with Pilkington on it.
Yeah.
Fucking genius, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's real, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, that's And that's what you are.
Thanks, I appreciate it. I am what I am, mate.
Exactly.
Water and all, bad and good, I guess. But thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it, mate.
Anytime,
good luck with this, mate.
Let's do it again.
Top man. Oh yeah, definitely. Do you want with Jamie?
You are?
Get me and Jamie on together.
Yeah, definitely.
Cheers, pal.